What's up, guys? So today we have a video testing the Concord 27.5. We're doing PAS 1 through 5. In the beginning of the video, we do a quick jaunt in each PAS setting showing the speed if we were putting in minimal amount of effort. And then we cut to a section where I'm putting in moderate amounts of effort and I ride, I think it's a 4 mile section of road, including flats, uphills, and downhills, and just give you my relative opinion on the bike as I'm driving through. If you pay attention, I don't know if you can see it. I have my phone on as well as the display on. I don't know if you can see the speed on it. I call it out every so often to let you guys know what it is in the event that you can't see it or if I'm moving around on the bike. Anyway, that is the intent of today's video, and I'm going to cut to those scenes now. Morning, guys. So today we are going to be testing the camera again, and we are on the Commuter 27.5, and we're going to try to do a speed test. We're going to rely on the speedometer on the bike and my phone. Hopefully that will get us what we need. Alright, so that's the goal of today, is to do a quick video and a ride, top speed every gear, excuse me, not every year, top gear. Alright, so that's the plan. So we're going to do top gear, and then in each respective PAS mode we're going to do a top speed. Keep in mind, what I've assessed up to this point is that it might be a little bit off because the speedometer, excuse me, the odometer is off, so I'm assuming that the bike is a little off compared to the GPS on my phone. So I'm going to download the GPS app on my phone, and then we'll start out. Alright guys, check it out. We are going to be doing a top speed test. That means we're going to see what this bike will do at each PAS level at the tallest gear. As you can see, we're at gear 7. And we're going to take off from a stop up here past this car. Okay. Alright, we're going to start right here from a dead stop. And this is PAS 1, gear 7, taking off. Okay. I'm putting in effort, but not like 100% effort. Okay, I'm really not putting any effort now, just pedaling. Okay, looks like we are at 15 miles an hour for PAS 1, gear 7. And that's just cruising. Alright, let's turn around and we'll do it again. Okay, we're going to stop, increase it to PAS 2. Take off. Here we go. Again, putting a little bit of effort starting out, but now I'm not putting any effort at all. Just spinning the pedals. PAS2, letting the bike do all the work. Heart rate is currently 110, still maintaining 15 miles an hour. All right, let's do the next one. Alright, we'll start off here. Increase to PAS3. Taking off. Definitely a lot more power taking off. Okay. Like I said, giving a little bit of power to start off, but now just moving my legs basically. And we're in PAS3. Looks like we are getting 17 miles an hour. It popped up to 18 for a second there. All right. Turn around and try PAS4. All right, PAS4. Taking off. There was a noticeable difference in PAS3. We're in PAS4 now. Again, put a little effort to take off. Now I'm not putting any effort. I'm just literally cycling the pedals. And we are at 19 miles an hour. Let's brake is sticking a little bit. Okay, increase it to PAS5, taking off. A lot more power starting off. Didn't really have to torque the pedals or put any torque into the pedals. Just spinning the pedals at this point. Letting the bike do all the work, and we are at 19 miles an hour. The bike's computer keeps going between 19 and 20, but yeah, so that is level 1 through 5 speed test. If you're finding this video helpful, leave me a like. If you want me to do some specific content with this bike or any of the other bikes I've been testing, comment down below and consider subscribing. We're going to keep going, and we're going to try level 1 while we're putting in effort. Okay, so now I'm going to be putting in effort. Again, this whole time I've been at gear 7, which is the top of the range. Now I'm putting in a moderate amount of effort, and it looks like we're maintaining 17 miles an hour. Sorry, I gotta adjust my watch. Okay, so putting in a decent amount of effort. Not saying I'm putting in a lot, but I'm putting in more effort than I was just spinning the pedals. We're able to maintain 17 miles an hour in PAS1, gear 7. All right, so here we go. We're gonna put maximum effort in PAS1. What I would do if I was actually riding the bike. Let's see what we get. Well, not maximum effort, but like significant amount of effort. I've got a headwind. I think that's important to say. I don't know if you can hear it, but definitely headwind at the moment. So it looks like if you put in a decent amount of effort, you maintain about 17, 18 miles an hour in PAS1. Keep in mind we're on flat ground. So if you were in gear 7, trying to maintain this speed up a hill, I don't think you'd be able to. All right. All right, we're going to take a right. We're going to do PAS1 all the way around here. We're going to do one lap in PAS1 and see what we can maintain. Alright guys, we're at PAS1 on the 27.5 Concord, putting in moderate effort as I would if I was typically riding the bike, and I'm able to maintain 17 miles an hour by the phone, or 18, about 19 miles an hour by the display. I don't know if you can see both of them or either of them. All right, we're going uphill. We're in gear 7. We may have to turn down the gear ratio whenever we get to the hill up here. I don't think this bike will pull this hill without shifting down, but we'll try to go up without shifting. Morning. All right, here we go. Currently at 22, going up. Wow, pleasantly surprised. We're in gear 7, PAS1, and we are climbing this hill. I'm putting in a moderate amount of effort, but I'm not off of the seat yet. Wow. Let's see what happens if I get up off the seat. We're currently at 13, up to 14. Okay. Of course, this is not what the typical person would do. You're not going to leave it in gear 7 and PAS1. But I'm trying to show you guys what this thing will do in its top gear. That was a moderate amount of effort. Heart rate is 148. And if you didn't catch it, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying in each PAS, which is pedal assist, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. We're going to be testing the speeds at a moderate pace, a fast pace, and a slow pace, or a slow amount of effort. We've already did the minimal amount of effort speed test. Now we're doing the moderate amount of effort as in a normal ride. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this bike has developed a little bit of a creak. Sorry if it's annoying on camera. All right, we're going up a hill, putting in some significant effort. Heart rate 131 and climbing. We're maintaining about 15 miles an hour. Gear 7. All right. And stopping. If you can't tell, we're going slightly downhill. Each lap, this is going to be the fastest section. So now we're going downhill. A PAS1, gear 7, moderate effort. And we're maintaining about 22 miles an hour, up to 23. By the phone, it's saying 22 the whole time. 21. All right, we're gonna pull through the stop sign and go. Keep in mind, guys, you might do better than this. Moderate effort. PAS1, slight uphill. And don't worry, I'm going to do the same loop for each PAS level. That means, yes, we're going to be doing 5 laps of the same loop. But I'm thinking this is going to be my test loop for speed test. So get used to it, I guess. Okay. I'm going to try to squeeze in here. And go. Still, even level 1 assist, it's pretty good at 16, 17 miles an hour. We do have a headwind right now. We're going downhill a little bit. 19 miles an hour, up to 20. Yeah, and this is all in PAS1 at a moderate effort. I'm not even putting in high effort right now. This is 130 beats per minute, well within zone 2. All right, we're gonna pause. We got some cars. All right. So if you guys are gonna try this, when you stop at stop signs and you're in gear 7, even if you're at PAS1 or whatever, you're gonna have to put in a little bit of effort to get started off again. That's not how it would be if we were switching down gears, but it's the best I can offer for what the bike can do consistently. Because if I start switching gears, it may get a little confusing as to what it's capable of. And just FYI, guys, we may, in a second, we might flip this into taking the kid to school video. So I may have to pause it. All right. We are flipping into taking kid to school mode. Alright guys, had to make a quick stop to run the kid to school. Now we are restarting the video. I have moved it up to PAS 2, Gear 7, giving what I would consider a moderate amount of effort. Don't pay attention to the heart rate. It's 107 right now. I dropped really low just following my kid to school. One thing to know about this bike, just a little tidbit. If you plan to ride it with your kids while they're walking, or anyone else who's not moving at the same rate of speed as you, it does like to jump a little bit, which I can demonstrate now. Giving very little input, and it is wanting to go. One way you can get around that is by trailing the brakes, I think, but it doesn't always work. So it's a little hard to maintain in traffic like this. Anyway, here we go. All right. Once again, moderate amount of effort. We're going to make a lap in each PAS setting in Gear 7 on varied terrain. Alright, so we're at PAS 2 coming off a downhill on a pretty flat stretch of ground. We're maintaining 18 miles an hour, 19.6 by the display. So maybe the speedometer is not that much off. Maybe it's like a half mile an hour off. I don't know how the thing is calibrated. Maybe the odometer is off and the speedometer is not. But I can't imagine that that would be the case. Anyway, slight uphill. Alright, sorry. I think my camera just flipped over to a new section of video. Anyway, weirded me out. We're going back up the hill. PAS 2, entering at 20 miles an hour, 21 miles an hour. I'm going to try to stay seated like we did before. It's doing a pretty good job. Alright, moderate amount of effort. Let's see what it does whenever we get up on the pedals. About the same as PAS 1, maintaining 13, 14 miles an hour. So, as stated earlier, not an incredible amount of difference between PAS 1 and PAS 2. Alright, we are into the downhill. PAS 2, Gear 7. And we are cruising downhill at 20, almost 23 miles an hour. According to the bike, 22 miles an hour according to my phone GPS. With a moderate amount of effort. Keep wanting to grab that gear change. Moderate amount of effort. and PAS2. Let's go now to PAS3, moderate amount of effort. All right. I can already tell a bit of a jump in the assistance. I'm putting the same amount of effort in, but I've got a strong headwind. Not quite sure how it's possible I have a strong headwind everywhere I turn. We're going to keep going. Looks like it's a pretty solid 17 miles an hour in PAS3. Alright, one thing about this bike is in the seating position, it's a little harsh on your wrists and your palms if you're at the top of the range on the seat. I imagine it wouldn't be so if I was a little shorter. I'd probably be reaching though. I mean, this thing is just big enough for me, and I'm right under 6 foot tall. And when I say just, I mean it's like borderline too small. As a perfect fit, not acceptable fit. Slight uphill. 17 miles an hour. Definitely feeling more power as a result of PAS3. And we have not even touched one bar. We've ridden 10 miles, not even one bar is gone. It's not even flickering on and off. This bike's range is excellent. We may hit my threshold before we hit the bike's threshold. That's one thing about this bike, is it just definitely does have the range. All right, we're going in at 21.8. Start climbing the hill, stay in the seat. Maintain at 16 miles an hour pretty easily. I am putting in effort, but not having to stand. All right, we're down to 15. What happens if I stand? All right, standing up. Back up to 16. Will we touch 17? No. 16 by the phone the whole time. 17 for a second on the display. Pump it up to PAS4. Oh yeah, and I can immediately tell a big difference in the output. We are in PAS4, gear 7. This front brake is still trying to lock. Wow, this PAS4 is the business. I'm putting in moderate effort with nothing serious, and I am just cruising at 19 miles an hour.
So I guess if your person was just riding on flat ground, you could just leave it in 7th gear and just action the PAS modes as you go, but I kind of like having gears. I think the gears are very helpful. Like right now, the stress on my knee, I'd like to shift it down about 2 gears, maybe 3, and then kick it back up on the way down, which is nice because I can. Light downhill. But we're maintaining 19.8 by the display, 19 by the phone. We still have not even dropped into 1 bar of range yet. I figured we would by the time we hit PAS4 and PAS5. Maybe by the next lap, we'll dip into 1 of the bars. We're going at 126 for the heart rate, 14.95 miles, riding for 62 minutes so far. Call it 52 with the extra time of me making adjustments and taking my kid to school. So we are going onto the hill at 22 miles an hour, sitting in the seat, PAS4, gear 7, maintaining 17 miles an hour, 16 miles an hour. So yeah, we're definitely pulling the hill. I thought about doing this route for my range test. I don't think I can do it. Oh, here we go. We've lost 2 bars going up this hill. Well, that's interesting. Maybe I didn't pay attention last time. Maybe we were losing a bar on the hill and then it was just coming back on the straights, which is probably what's going to happen right now. As soon as we get to more level ground. So we went all the way from 1 to 3 and half of 4 before we even lost a bar. Oh yeah, this is a whole different bike right now climbing up this hill. Got a headwind, uphill, maintaining 19 miles an hour. With a heart rate of 126. So yeah, so definitely just as a result of watching my heart rate, it's gotten easier with each step. I think 1, I think I was at 135. 2, I was at 130. 3, I think I was also at like 130. Maybe high 120s at 3. Now we're at 4 and we're at 125. Well, check that. I'm at 133 right now. Had to put in a little extra effort at the light or at the stop sign. 17 miles so far. We are in PAS4, about to hit PAS5, and here we go, PAS5. We have 3 bars of range showing. 19 miles an hour. Feels like pretty much the same speed with just a little less effort. Right in that zone of not enough effort to sweat, but also not enough effort to get my heart rate up, or keep my heart rate up. Well, I'm at 127. So think of it once you get into like the higher PAS settings as like if you were spinning on a Peloton. I assume we'll lose it all together once we start hitting the hill on the other side of the neighborhood. We're currently at 17.8 miles. I think with that we will have 20 or 21 miles once we get to the end. Man, this thing is cooking. All right, so now we're showing 2 bars, 3 bars. So we're cycling in and out of having that 3rd bar. .30 beats per minute. We got up to 21 down that hill, maintaining 20 right now. PAS 5 on flat ground. You know what I love about this bike? One thing is you can sit up on the seat and it's super comfortable. So maybe that's a good thing about it being right at the top of the range for me to fit it, because I can sit up on the bike. If it were a little bit bigger, I might not be able to do that. I might have to hunch over, or I'd be a little uncomfortable going up the hill. Oh shoot, I forgot we had that. Almost lost the selfie stick. We just crushed that hill. I think we're going to do it again. 18.8 miles an hour, or miles. We are currently at 21 miles an hour. Going to go up the hill. Sitting in the seat. PAS 5. 18 miles an hour. I mean, I'm putting in some effort, but it's pretty daggum easy to keep going up this hill. Easily maintain 18 miles an hour up that hill. 17, 18 miles an hour. We've burned through our 3rd bar. Have 2 bars left. Let's see what we can do. PAS 5. I know the guy, sorry. Just wanted to race him a little bit. Woo! Up to 28 miles an hour there for a second. Going downhill. PAS 5. Putting in the effort. But anyway, climbing the hill, 20 mile per hour, level 5 assist. We're at 19.5 miles. Heart rate is 152. But that's because I pushed myself a little bit right there. Maintaining 22, 21. And that wasn't even a serious downhill. That was a slight downhill. This is the bigger downhill. Let's see what we can maintain. We get up off the pedals, or get up on the pedals. All right, 29 by the bike, 28 by the display. I'm sure people in the neighborhood think I'm going like 50 miles an hour on a bicycle. Jumping up to 21 on the display a little bit. On the phone, we've maintained 20 this whole time. Oh, nope, 21 with a headwind, so yeah, sweet. Anyway, guys, we're getting really close to the end of the video. I'm obligated to say it just for keeping content relevant. If you like this video, give me a like. If you found it helpful, try to subscribe. Maybe I can do some videos in the future and you'll enjoy them. Comment down below if there's something you want me to test, a bike you want me to test, or something you want me to, some kind of challenge you want me to do on one of these bikes. I'll try it. Still have a couple of more tests to do on this bike. And then I got to do the 300-mile review. I'm waiting a little while. I'm gonna probably wait till I get to like 350 on this bike, 360, just because the odometer is off a little bit. There it is, PAS 5, 1 through 5, on the 27.5 Concord, 20 miles, 20.94 miles, almost 21 miles.
All right, guys, so that was the video. As you can see, we tested all the PAS levels, 1 to 5. We're down to 2 bars of electricity after doing all of that riding. It was, in all, a 20.37 mile ride, cut up into 4-mile jaunts, and 673 foot of elevation during the ride. An hour and 20 minutes of moving time, average speed of 15 miles an hour, which is brought down a lot by me stopping and adjusting things. Average heart rate was 124, and burned calories was 1,020. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, again, like, subscribe, comment down below if you want me to test any other bikes or anything on this bike. Appreciate you watching. Out.